First of all, agriculture serves as the foundation for economic growth, poverty reduction, and food security, particularly in developing countries. It's more than just farming, it's a lifeline for rural households, providing livelihood and sustenance. For example, in Ethiopia, agriculture accounts for 33% of the GDP and employs 70% of the population. Similarly, in India, it contributes 18% of GDP while employing 45% of the workforce. The significance of agriculture goes beyond economic growth. It plays a central role in reducing poverty and ensuring food security. In sub-Saharan Africa, agriculture addresses critical issues of hunger and economic challenge. In Nigeria, 80% of the country's food supply is produced by smallholder farmers who also employ 36% of the nation's workforce. In Vietnam, rice farming supports half of the population while also contributing significantly to both exports and domestic consumption. Despite its immense importance, agriculture faces numerous challenges. Low production level, poor infrastructure, limited market access, and vulnerability to climate change are some of the major obstacles. Systemic issues such as limited access to technology and ineffective policies further worsen the situation. For example, in Kenya, many farmers struggle due to lack of affordable agricultural input like fertilizers. This is not only reduced crop yield but also lead to greater food security, affecting the life of many.
Good afternoon everyone. Today I briefly highlight the issue of low agriculture productivity, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa. Agriculture yields in the region remain drastically low, only 1.5 tons per hectare compared to 6 tons in developed nations. This gap arises from limited access to modern inputs like fertilizer, high-yield acids, and irrigation. For instance, fertilizer use is just 17 kilograms per hectare in sub-Saharan Africa, far below the 130 kilograms used in South Asia, leading to soil degradation and an annual productive loss of 4 billion. Additionally, post-harvest losses account for 37% of agriculture yield, largely due to insufficient storage and transport infrastructure. Compounding this issue is the limited reach of extension service, which hinders the adoption of the best farming practices and climate adaptation. However, there are solutions. Digital agriculture tools like DigiFarm and Twiga Food connect farmers to information, markets, and inputs. These innovations have shown promising results. Kenyan farmers using digital advisory services increases maize yield by 30% while reducing input costs by 20%. Subsidy programs like Malawi FASB have also proven effective, doubling maize yield and elevating hunger. Finally, technology like precision agriculture and genetically modified crops hold potential, and through GMOs remain controversial in some regions. To fully unlock agriculture potential, a multifaceted approach is essential, combining technology, infrastructure development, sustainable practice, and policy support. The challenges of excessive dependence on subsistence farming, a key factor in the slow agriculture and economic development of many third world countries. In places like Nepal, over 65% of the rural population relies on marginal farming for their livelihoods. This over-reliance leaves farmers vulnerable to floods, droughts, pests, and market fluctuation. Without surplus production, farmers cannot afford modern inputs like improved seeds, fertilizer, or irrigation technology, keeping them trapped in poverty cycles. To transition from subsistence to commercial farming, we need market access and financial support. Initiatives like India's A&M platform allows farmers to sell directly to buyers, cutting out middlemen. Similarly, Kenya's warehouse receipt system helps farmers stock produce and sell at better prices. Infrastructure development like better roads, cold storage, and transport enables farmers to reach urban markets. Additionally, agriculture training fosters crop diversification and market-oriented farming. For example, Ugandan programs have increased farmer earnings by 50% within 2 seasons.
responsibilities associated with using, transferring, and enjoying land. It's more than just ownership, it includes access, mobility, and legal frameworks, making it a vital part of social, political, and economic structures. In South Africa, there are two main types of land tenure, which is communal and title. Communal land is state-owned and managed by traditional leaders and communities. In contrast, title land is legally registered, offering high security, credibility, and collateral value. However, communal land tenure lacks formal legal protection, creating challenge for those relying on it. For example, farmers with communal tenure often struggle to secure loans since financial institutions only accept titled land as collateral. Government programs like RECAP and Mafisa aim to help, but they don't reach everyone. So this leaves many farmers without funding, making agriculture insurance unaffordable, an issue in South Africa arid climate. Additionally, communal tenure can lead to disputes. One farmer, despite having permission to occupy, lost his land to community opposition, making farming unprofitable. Gender inequality is another concern, as women in some regions are prohibited from inheriting land after their husband's death, with land reallocated to male relatives under customary law. In summary, land tenure is a complex issue affecting livelihoods, financial access, and gender equality. Addressing this challenge requires stronger legal frameworks, better financial support, and policies promoting equality. Now I will continue for the next point, which is vulnerability to climate change. Climate change poses significant risk to food security by disrupting food supply, limiting access, and affecting quality. Factors like rising temperatures, altered rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events reduce agriculture output and increase food spoilage and contamination. These disruptions are expected to lead to more frequent surge in food prices, especially after extreme weather occurrence. Globally, the impact of climate change on farming are similar to those observed in countries like the United States. However, developing nations face additional challenges such as population growth and limited adaptation options. Change in crop management, livestock practice, and irrigation system are less feasible in these regions compared to developed countries. Transportation and distribution are also vulnerable to climate-related disruptions. For example, in the United States, the Mississippi River is a critical road for agriculture export. The 2012 summer drought, one of the worst in US history, caused significant economic loss by reducing barge traffic and export volumes. This was followed by flooding in 2013, further disrupting food transport and affecting global food price. This disruption has far-reaching consequences. Food shortage can lead to humanitarian crisis, nationally security issues, and increased food prices at home. Addressing this challenge requires global cooperation and innovative strategies to build resilience food system. Alright, last but not least is limited access. Farmers need things like fertilizers, good seeds, and pesticides to grow crops successfully. But many farmers, especially in rural areas, face big challenge. In Kenya, for example, supplies often arrive late because of poor roads and inefficient delivery system. This makes farmers miss planting season and lose harvest. In India, small farmers struggle to afford expensive seeds, modern pesticides, and machinery, which reduce their crop yield and increase poverty. In many countries, farmers rely on imported supplies, which means they are affected by price change and supply problems. For instance, in Southeast Asia, farmers in the Philippines and Indonesia have faced rising costs for fertilizers, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Another problem is freight or low-quality supplies, which can harm crops and lose money. Some countries are taking steps to help. Malawi introduced a program to make fertilizers cheaper, which improve food production. production. In India, apps like Ifco Kisan and eNam help farmers find affordable supplies directly from sellers. In China, farmers work together in cooperatives to buy supplies at lower prices and learn how to use them properly. However, problems remain. Some programs don't reach farmers in remote areas, and overusing chemical fertilizers can harm the environment. To fix these issues, government and organizations need to improve delivery system, support eco-friendly farming, and use technology like mobile apps to help farmers get what they need on time and at a fair price. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Ishaq bin Ahmad Isa. My meeting number 28411. I will present about the policy and solution. The first policy is 3.1 is infrastructure development. So the agricultural sector is an important contributor of the economy to developing countries, providing food security, increasing job opportunities, and increasing source of income. Without an efficient infrastructure, farmers will face major challenge in the production, storage, and transportation of their product. This not only reduce productivity but also reduce food security and economic stability. So the first solution is development of basic infrastructure. One of the biggest challenge for farmers is the lack of good road network. This causes hard losses, especially for perishable products such as fruits and vegetables. For example, the Kenya government has invested in road construction under the Kenya Vision 2030 program. For example, better road networks in the Rift Valley region, a major agriculture area, have reduced transport costs and improved logistic efficiency. Next is modern irrigation system. It is a basic requirement to increase agricultural yields. For example, in India, there is a project such as the Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana (PMKSY) have helped increase the area of irrigated land by using technologies such as drip and sprinkler irrigation. The system also ensures a consistent supply of water for crops, which is important in areas that are often hit by drought. Finally, is public-private partnership (PPP). The PPP is an effective approach to face financial constraints. In Brazil, for example, the PPP model has been used to finance the development of roads and irrigation canals in key agricultural regions such as Mato Grosso. Through this model, the private sector invests in the infrastructure while the government provides incentive and financial guarantees. Next, 3.2, the access to technology. Access to modern technology is an important element to modernize the agricultural sector in developing countries. The technology helps increase productivity, reduce agricultural risks, and promote sustainability. In many developing countries, farmers often faces obstacles such as high costs, lack of supporting infrastructure, and limited technical knowledge. Several countries have implemented successful policies to access to the modern technology such as agricultural machinery, quality inputs, and digital technology. Firstly, the use of machines such as tractors, harvesting equipment, and automatic planting can reduce labor intensity and increase productivity. In India, the SMAM program, Submission on Agricultural Mechanization, aims to provide subsidies to small farmers to buy or rent agricultural machinery. This initiative includes the equipping machine rental centers in rural areas to facilitate access to technology. Next, digitization of agriculture through information and communication technology (ICT). In Ghana, for example, the mobile apps like Esoko help farmers to get information on market price and the latest farming technique. With this information, farmers can make the better decision and reduce losses. Meanwhile, in India, there are platforms called e-Nam, National Agriculture Market, that allow farmers to sell their product directly to buyers on digital market. This eliminates the role of the middleman and ensures farmers get the fairer price. And in addition, the policy of access to quality inputs. The availability of high quality seeds, fertilizers and pesticides is essential to increase the crop yields. As in Kenya, the National Accelerated Agriculture Inputs Access Program (NAAIAP) was introduced to help small farmers obtain quality inputs through subsidies. The program also provides training to farmers on how to use inputs effectively to obtain maximum input. This initiative had increased the resilience of agricultural product to climate change and disease attacks.
such as low productivity, insecure land ownership, and sensitivity to climate change. However, solutions are within reach. By formalizing land rights, promoting sustainable farming technique, and building better infrastructure like irrigation system and transportation network, we can significantly improve agriculture productivity. Providing farmers with modern tools and better access to markets can transform their livelihoods. Collaboration is key in this process. Government, private sector, and international organizations must work together to invest in infrastructure, empower farmers with resource and knowledge. This effort will lead to economic growth, improve food security, and reduce poverty. With a unified approach, agriculture can become a tool for sustainable development and inclusive progress.